Good morning, everyone. This is the first time I've talked out loud, so that's pretty good. Didn't need to do much clearing of the throat. Lucy's blasting as always, so I'm just comfy today. It's rough in here. I really don't want to be in here. Be glad you can't see. He's taken everything out. The dog shed all over everything. As usual, I can't see the beautiful sunrise because Jack's closed the blinds because we're at the time of year where the sunlight sears to his brain when he sits on the couch in the morning. But hello. I slept good until 4 because I took a little medicine that I'm technically not supposed to take because of my heart issues. But I took a half dose. I've been doing that the whole time. It's just hasn't been enough until now. I'm well enough that it was okay to take that, and it actually kept me from being snotty so I could breathe because I have to breathe through my nose to sleep. It's just the way it is. And this time it worked, but wore off at 4. And then my nose was too snotty and it sucked. I had to prop myself up into a sitting position because I didn't want to make a lot of noise blowing my nose. If nobody was around me, I could have just like cleaned out my nose and then breathed through my nose slowly until I fell back to sleep. But yeah, I didn't want to wake Danny so close to morning, so I just propped myself up and tried my best to slowly breathe. And eventually got back to sleep, but it wasn't the best. But it's okay. I just watered these plants and fed and watered the dog, and now I am going to start Sebastian's lunch and wake him up in 4 minutes. First time in a couple school days that he hasn't been awake when I got up. Well, left the bedroom, so I will have to go and wake him. But yeah, good morning. Hello, surprise. I'm at the elementary school, about to do the lunch shift, so wish me luck. Wasn't expecting that, though I should have. So, here we go. sinuses. I don't know why, because I thought it was showers, hot showers that clear your sinuses, but it does help. Of course, they're already filling back up. Combo of my wrangling and this cold, never-ending snot, as I say. That's what happens to me, but getting better every day. Anyway, today, the bed is exactly how I left it at 5:30. I borrowed one of Sebastian's stuffies, and at 4 in the morning I woke up because my medicine wore off, and I had to prop myself up even higher, so here was my little extra pillow. But yeah, as I said, found out as soon as I got home from dropping off Jax and picking up some tissues that the school needed somebody. Probably will for the rest of the week, but I'm gonna say no tomorrow. So hopefully they find somebody, because otherwise it's just 2 of them. But I got work that just came in for the dog rescue, so I need to do that and rest. Maybe I'll get a nap in. That'll be amazing. I'm sorry, I'm putting on my slippers. Kind of a two-handed job because they're really floppy, but so yeah, I went and did that. It's such a long commitment, I guess is what I want to say now, because it starts at 10 and ends at 1. So I got home and I just kind of ate a hodgepodge lunch. I was so hungry. The final hour, it was like nacho day there, and I was like, I want corn chips so bad. But I made it through. I didn't have to blow my nose at all the whole time. It was amazing. I took a little bit of medicine that I'm not supposed to take because of my heart, like a NyQuil kind of thing, store-brand, but I took a third of a dose. It doesn't help me at all when I'm really sick. Did that much dry out my snot for the first 2 hours. 3rd hour, I was like a little bit, but I didn't need to blow my nose. It wasn't like days in the past, as of yesterday. Make it sound like it was so long ago. Like if I held in my snot, I would sneeze or it would just come out, you know? It's to the point where I can just like leave it up in there and then just have a good blow. It's all done. So yeah, all my germs stayed up in me. That was good. Despite that, I had to change my gloves 10 million times. It's like somebody spilled something on the floor, so I gotta change my gloves after I clean the floor. Can you tie my shoes? So I gotta change my gloves twice. Kids dropped full milk bottles with no lid straight down, and it sprayed up onto my glasses. Like it never has happened to me before, and so I never flinch when they like throw things in, but by the end of the shift I was like, when I'd see a milk bottle coming, because twice I had to stop and take off my gloves, throw them away, clean my glasses because I couldn't see anything, put on new gloves. But it went good. I wore my hair in a ponytail, and I noticed that I got a lot more specific questions instead of just, I love your hair. I usually wear it down with just the top pulled back, but lots of, are those extensions, or how did you do that, or how long is your real hair? Honestly, if I took my real hair out, it'd be like a wolf cut with the longest parts to here, but lots of layers. So I was like, about here, but it's lots of layers. And I had my bangs down so they could see my bangs are like at my chin. So it was interesting. Yeah, it's interesting what they say based on how my hair is styled. Are you getting changed? Anyway, so I got home 8, as I said. Really didn't have a lot of time. And then I had to go out and get him. Yeah. I did my Duolingo. I hadn't done that. I didn't do it in the morning. I don't think I said. In the morning, between the time that I get Sebastian on the bus, make all of Jack's breakfast, lunch, snack, I sit with him for a while. I have a dog hair stuck to the cream I put on my nose, sorry. So usually I do my Duolingo and just chill with him for like a half an hour before I drive him to school, but I paid for school pictures for Sebastian, which are Friday, and then I had to order a shirt for him. because I realized I looked and we don't have anything. Nothing of Jax's was small enough from previous years, and Sebastian had outgrown everything that was like picture worthy. So I did a Walmart same day order because we still have our Walmart Plus, I guess. I don't know what it's called, that we signed up for in the pandemic when we didn't go in grocery stores. So that was handy. You just tip the shopper and they bring it. I ended up finding a hoodie for Jax too for only $14. It's like a PlayStation one. I'm like, $14? They have a limit of one, which is smart because people would totally resell those. But I ended up getting him a blue-gray t-shirt and a blue-gray long-sleeve shirt. And then I found a $5 Transformer t-shirt for him. I did all this like super fast. I just needed to get the order in, and I scheduled it to come at noon. But then when I got the call, I was going to the lunchroom. I had to warn Danny that Wilbert was going to be dropping off a package while I was gone. There has been one time where the person rang the doorbell and waited for him to come, and I was like, I'm so sorry. The one time I told him that they're coming, that he wouldn't have to worry about it. So luckily he didn't have to answer. I think, well, maybe I should look at the camera. It wasn't on the porch anymore. And no, the guy left it because he took a picture. It was Braulio. Braulio delivers my groceries a lot. He takes mine a lot. I don't know if they have a choice or if they're signed, but if they're a choice, then maybe I tip well enough. I definitely always tip higher than the lowest suggestion. Anyway, yeah, so I got Sebastian from the bus stop. This is kind of all over the place. The bus was early, 2 minutes early, maybe 4 minutes early. I was still walking up the hill, and usually I have to stand there a long time. And they like almost beat me up the hill. But that's nice because it's so hot. We hit 100 at Dulles Airport, which is the first time it's ever recorded 100 in September. So there's that. Thank you, climate change. And then he hung out with me for a little bit because we're trying a new thing where he has to like calm down and chill and stay inside just for a little bit before he rushes right outside because he's been having all these big emotions. So he has a snack. If he had homework, he'd do it, but she hasn't started it yet. So I challenged him to build me a bionicle, and I just hung out with him. And then he went out and played with his friends. And we ended up on the porch with a lot of Pokemon cards, so I went out there to kind of referee. So he's got a lot of good cards that I've spent a lot of money on, helping him build a collection. And I have to be there to say, no, that's not a good deal. His friends give him cards that are like so beat up. I'm like, well, this would be a $2 card, but do you see how it's like completely trash? It's worth nothing. But if the one you're trading is only worth $2, so if you don't mind, I mean, you're basically giving away $2 that you can trade back. I said no to his $12 card. But yeah, I was doing that, and then kind of watching my phone to see if Jax would ask for a ride, which I was expecting to. It was so hot. But a lot of time went by, probably about 25 minutes after his school let out when he finally messaged for a pickup. So I dropped everything and I head there. I can get back in like less than 10 minutes. Today it was 7 minutes, just depends on two lights. So he can buzz me and I can be there, and usually about 5. I tell him 5 to 8 minutes. So that was quick. I guess he had tried to meet up with a friend and they missed each other. But then when they both gave up waiting, they found each other. And yeah, so it was no big deal. I was happy to get him. I sat down and I knitted for a tiny little bit. Then I started dinner, as you saw. Let me know what you thought of the way I filmed cooking dinner. If that's more interesting than just a time lapse, you don't get to see as much as a time lapse, but you get to see more details. So, what do you prefer? It's more work for me, but honestly, when I'm making spaghetti, there's not a lot to it. There's a lot of waiting and just stirring and checking. So, it kept me occupied as well as dancing and singing to my music. And then hot bath because it clears my sinuses. and it was nice to have clear sinuses for a while. But it is bedtime. My hair is a disaster because of the bath, but I don't care. And I haven't even brushed it out from when it was down in a ponytail getting tangled as I walked up and down the table. So it's a mess, but I'm gonna get him ready for bed. He's tired, I'm tired, everybody's tired. Work to do tomorrow, kids to get off to school, and yeah, I'll see you then. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.